Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be setting up the boxes for the clutch of eggs from Elvira to actually go into this tub. So what we're going to do is set it up first and foremost. So the first step when setting up a clutch of eggs in a box is to get some vermiculite or some perlite. I actually got this from Lowe's. It's like an organic thing or whatever, so there's nothing weird in it that you might get from like a store that's selling it for specifically plants, like, you know, pesticides or any kind of, what do you call it? The stuff that you put in the dirt that make the plants grow, the fertilizer. There we go. Anyway, it's poured in there, get a good little layer on there. This is just to see how deep the actual vermiculite and perlite is going to be. Then I'm going to add water into it. So a lot of people have measurements you can do. Basically, the goal is to get it wet enough to where you hold it in your hand, it clumps up, but when you squeeze it, water does not come out. I way oversaturated it here. I had to end up adding more vermiculite, but it actually wasn't even enough, so I ended up pouring out some water later on. But yeah, you're going to mix this in to where it all gets very wet and all the vermiculite actually soaks up the water. Here I go adding in the extra vermiculite, and we're going to mix it up a little bit more. Here you can see I squeeze it and it just sloshes out water because I have way too much in there. But I have a way that I'm doing my eggs that's different than most people because I am being overly cautious. I'm actually going to take this egg grate. So this is egg grate or like light diffuser stuff that goes in like light fixtures and offices and that kind of stuff. What we're doing is we're cutting one of the pieces or a piece out of it that would fit in this box. So now this is going to go over that vermiculite so that the eggs don't actually touch it, because if the eggs get too wet, they can actually mold and end up dying because of that. So here we are, we're going to go ahead and collect the eggs from Elvira. She's all wrapped up on it. She hissed at me quite a few times, but you know, it's okay. She's a good girl. Let's see what we got here. Awesome, so we got 5 good eggs. 4 of them are fused together, 1 of them was not. So we're going to take those, we're going to put them right into the tub. Now, since they are all clumped together, there's not really a reason to mark them. I'm just marking them to be safe. I don't know. Maybe something weird crazy is going to happen. I don't know. Basically, what happens when the egg is, you know, pooped out, the embryo will actually sit on the top of the egg and fuse to it. So right there you can see my mark, and there is basically all the veins going up to where the yolk would be or where the actual baby snake will be. So this is what the veins will look like on a healthy egg, and then how they will actually be. So we're going to put that back in there. That way if the egg does roll around, I can find it. We'll pull out the other ones too and kind of show you the veins on them as well. Now what we're going to do is take that press and seal we saw earlier, and we're going to put it around it, because basically these eggs need to sit somewhere between like 97 and 99% humidity at all times. This is because they have to be humid, they're permeable, they're soft eggs, they're not like chicken eggs, so they need to be able to maintain that moisture. Normally whenever the mom wraps around it, she'll trap that moisture in around the eggs. Same thing with the heat, and this is how we're going to do it, because now we can say, okay, it's going to be exact temperature and exact humidity all the time. Clearly I struggled because I am not an adult, but I finally get it on. And I actually almost forgot my temperature probe, so I got a little Govee temperature probe we're going to stick in there as well. It measures the temperature and humidity, put it right next to the eggs, that way I can monitor that on my phone, because I will go crazy if I can't. Now we're going to slap the lid on that bad boy and then get it moved over into the incubator. And there the eggs go. We're going to put them right in there. They'll be sitting at about 88 to 89 degrees and about 95 to 99% humidity for the next 55 days until they get cut, and then they'll be out and we'll have little babies. Stay tuned.